a check, Mr. Direct Hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
We're going to 54. Why here? I'm coming. Switch. Check three. Undercrunch. Watch safety green.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check.
On second down, it's Elliott. And some room to roam now. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on second and 6. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Ryan to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. 21. Hey, watch this.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
22. Check 54.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back. Check. Get out. Wait.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready. 25. 54. Come, baby. Woo!
On second down, Freeman. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. But on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. From the gun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon?
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this is...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Ryan now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Check. 54's Mike. Check.
From the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this 1st half of action. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, South. Check Mike 54.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. got Hooper on the short connection. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it. Twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott yet again. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing again on second down. Ryan, throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, G.
From the gun, Ryan. Throw left side, complete. It's Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready, blue 80. Back 25. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, 25.
To throw again is Ryan. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
3rd down. 3rd and 14.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Jim. Check three. Go!
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now Austin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Go to 54. Line. Check.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
They're gonna need some therapy after this. There we go, kill. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Earlier we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Robert Quinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check. Ready, set up, let him go.
Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Hey, Ridley. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Flashes another juke. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. from the 35 on second down. Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. After the interception, here's Ryan. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott now, option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 84 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
from the 29. Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Cooper was the intended target. Third down here. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas